So I had this amazing dream last night. And at the same time, right before I had a dream, the voice in my head says, if religion says we're not supposed to look back or turn into a pile of salt, I'll recognize the fact that I'm not supposed to linger in the past. I'm not supposed to ruminate. I'm not supposed to mourn continuously. You understand? I get that. And then the voice in my head was like, the criminal justice system understands this. They're using that method to keep you salty and tell you to move forward while simultaneously recording everything you did in the past. I was like, yeah, you destroyed it. How can you expect for me to change into something new, something better for this country? You too busy continuously labeling me as something you not even sure. And I mean that because 98% conviction rate. You're forcing me into a title that you and I both know I don't deserve, right? And then I remember a long time ago. It's a documentary on YouTube. Destroyed my world, and I was already like a kind of a vegetarian eater. You understand? Because of it, because of this video, it's called "Are Parasites Really Demons?" And that you have to understand is for every 7 deadly sin, we have a parasite. We have a parasite for glutton. We have a parasite for pride. We have parasites everywhere. You understand? And it's something my voice told me a long time ago. Where it's just like we were super creatures. You understand? If you go back to the kind of environment we had only salt here. There was no water. There was no water. And whatever entity came here brought the water in order for the parasites to survive. That's what they did. And I believe that. You understand? And so the dream I had last night, it was, I don't know where I was. I just remember I was in a lab. I was in this beautiful lab. And people I knew in my past came. You understand? And I didn't look like that. I looked like something else. It's so amazing. And I remember I handed a glass of water to someone. Like, here, drink this. And they got a little afraid, so I drank a little bit of it first. So they took it like, okay, and just drank the water. And I put a bucket in front of them, and they started throwing up parasites, right? And he was like, what did you give me? Right? I said, water. I gave you 100% pure, clean water. And then she was like, nah, what is this? And I showed her. It was like I had turtle shells lined up. Okay. And the way the turtle shells were is like I had two turtle shells like this. Okay. And there was these holes like that in the front. And I had like these bamboo sticks coming out of the turtle shell. And I explained to her like in each turtle, like in one turtle shell is copper, another one silver, another one copper, another one silver. And I was like, what I'm doing is I'm washing the water. I'm sending it through a rinse cycle. I'm cleaning it. It's like what you do with your body. You clean your body, you clean the water, you clean the tree. Why can't you clean it? You've been told you can't, right? But who's to say it can't be cleaned? I mean, like an actual individual. And that's how I see things. I could hear conversations in plants, animals, insects, water, earth, air. I can hear, you know. It's even time. Oh yeah, let me keep going. So look, I was about to go into a rant about something. He was like, nope, 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 stay. Like, you're right. Oh shit, I forgot about that. I love this thing, I swear. So the person who had threw up the parasites, the other friends that came along with her, they were like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "I could see. I could see with no distractions. I can feel no weight when I see. I can't really explain it." And they became afraid. I told them, "Listen, what you're feeling is not your fear, it's the fear of the parasite." And that's when the voice, he goes, that, he showed me that to tell me humans' special ability is called parasitic empathy. That's what he called it. Because he was like, you got to think about it. This is biblical. This is like Godhead biblical to me. Because if we can feel the emotions of a parasite within us, what makes you think the earth can't feel the same? Oh my God. And it's like, well, I take that as in, like, we got narcissistic, greedy politicians. The earth feels that. You understand? We got sundown towns. We got the opposite of the sundown towns called the hood. We got the KKK. We got the opposite of the KKK called the gangs. Okay. The mafias and the crime syndicate families. The earth can feel it all. And the voice in my head was like, and I get it. It goes back to the voice where it's just like, at first it feels like a way. I thought it was a curse. But then I understand that, like, there's a lot of people out there who walking in the darkness. They got nothing inside. Okay. And it's just like, and then the voice goes like, this was another thing the voice said last night when I was sleeping. He goes, if the creator gave you an ability, you think it's going to work better in heaven or hell? Where do you think your ability is most important? Not those. Oh my God, I love it. I swear. And it's just like, we supposed to ruminate. We supposed to feel the salt. Because when we feel the salt, we go back to what we were created, we feel. This is why I hold the staff, right? Because I understand it's 2026. I understand my disconnection with the body. But I also understand there's blood in my body that's thousands of years old. We're basically antiques because our origin is unknown. Okay. And we don't know anything about ourselves. But what the thing I do know is something or someone in my blood from 100, 200, 500, 1,000 years ago held the staff in their hand and my body remembers. Your body remembers. That's why you feel weird, me holding a staff. That weird feeling is the parasite within you telling you to feel weird so you don't become connected back to the old blood. Thank you for watching.